How's it going, everybody? Rival Indigo again with some more Nostalgix packs. This has been one I've really enjoyed the last few weeks since it released. I've actually become kind of a fan, and we'll see long term whether it's something I stick with. But so far, it's been a fun one to collect. The quality of the cards is really nice, and the oh, I messed that up. I am so sorry. Well, let's go through the cards real quick. Spook Raider, Robel, Metal Card Flick. That's actually kind of a cool looking card. Bubble Shield, Shellstorm. See, these cards all have really cool artwork on them. There's some neat concepts here. But I did just mess up the card trick because I was just opening up some Pokemon, and I always do 4 cards to the front because I like to get the energy included in that. These packs, the card trick is actually 3 cards to the front. So this is the rare Marajor, but it's a very cool looking card, not a holo rare or anything like that. But like I said, I'm a fan of these cards as a collector so far. I've pulled some really neat holos, and honestly, I think I've decided I'm going to, when Nostalgix gets around or manages to get AGS, which is, I believe, automated grading or something along those lines, but AGS grading on board, I plan to get a bunch of cards graded, whether it's Pokemon or Nostalgix. I just prefer that whole grading concept there. Lucky Frog, that's there's supposed to be like a really cool like rare version of this. I don't know if it's in this first edition set or if it was only in the Kickstarter backed ones, but I know Lucky Frog is a thing. Keepers of the Peace. Then we got Pigma. Malfunctioning Drone. I pointed this one out before. I like the fact that it's actually got the camera details there. Replica. Just Desserts. Panboo. Anchar. Panguard. That's our rare right there. So, like I said, from a collector standpoint, these have been really neat. You always are kind of wondering with a new startup trading card game, is it going to last? Is it a flash in the pan type thing? Is it going to be something people are really into for the next 6 months and then it dies out? Because it's really hard to compete with the likes of with established franchises. First of all, Pokemon and Magic, but then there's also a whole bunch of second rung games like Dragon Ball Z and I believe what was it? There's a few of them that are like established franchises. Athena, that's a really cool card. I like the character there. And it's very hard to stick around in the market with those. Nullifying Void. See, I commented before that I really like these cards that use the Nostalgix cards in them. That's just a neat concept there. It's kind of meta, actually. Rodonic, kind of like Rodent and Demonic, I think. Abducta. Aegisect. That's a cool looking card. I guess it's a mech, like a mech bug. Very neat. Divine Armor, give a fighter +2 heart. That's pretty neat. Rewind Time. Biceptus Blast. Fast forward and... Ooh, what do we got here? King Stinger. That is a beautiful card. Look at the colors on that. And then match that with the hollow stars and shine. That is a really cool looking card. And that's what I'm saying is, like, just from a collector standpoint, at least getting in on this on first edition and getting a bunch of these holos and rares and stuff, I think is a really cool thing. So I'll probably get them graded through AGS when they get around to adding Nostalgix to their roster. I think they're fairly affordable, and I trust it's like an AI system for grading versus people, and honestly I think that's the superior way to go when it comes to something like this. There's no bias, and it's scientifically accurate. Alright, let's see if we can get anything else out of these 4 packs. Cadaver, Night Owl, Sinking Feeling. Sinking into the ice there. Sarah. Kai. Laser Pointer. Save the Day. When a fighter is played, you may pay 5 of your hero's hearts to avoid it and negate any effects that playing it would have had. Interesting. Witchy's Hat Drop. Again, more of the cards in there. Soul Jar Dice. And Detective Mako. Kind of cool looking there. Not a holo or anything, but still pretty cool. This is actually, I want to say like worst, but one of my worst openings, and yet we still got a really cool looking holo rare. Very nice quality. This is going to go on every holo rare I pull, everything that's some sort of rare from Nostalgix, I intend to get graded and just save it, because like I said, you never know if these card games actually stick around and become anything big, but when it comes to collecting, it's just kind of cool to be in on the first round and get some neat cards out of it. So even just for nostalgic or sake down the road, hey, I got something cool out of this. So if you get the opportunity, check out your local card store, find Nostalgix. They're very, very cool. Just buy a few, see what you get, and obviously they're playable. I just haven't checked into that myself. So if that's your interest, I feel like a lot of the mechanics I've read on the cards sound very similar to things that you'll find in Magic and Pokemon, and just kind of brought together in one game with their new characters and style. So give it a try, and if you have, let me know in the comments. I know that there's a couple people that have watched my videos that are fans of Nostalgix, so if you're a player, let me know how you like the mechanics of the games, because I did used to play a lot of trading card games. So anyways, we'll see you in the next video.